Hey guys, it is AutumnSkylarSings here, and I'm here posting a video, as you can probably tell. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions about where I've been, what I've been doing, why I haven't uploaded, and if I plan on uploading again after this video. And I guess I'll just start off by saying where I've been. So I decided to take a break from YouTube in general because I've been going through a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna completely be open and honest about what's been going on. I guess the best way to talk about this is to not talk about where I've been now, but where I was a few years ago after I posted my very first video on this channel, and then to tell you where I've been. It'll just, I guess, make more sense that way. After I posted my very first video onto this YouTube channel, the very cringeworthy one where I'm crawling along the floor pretending to be a lion, if you haven't seen that one, I suggest watching it because, ooh, is it cringy. But after I did that video, I spent 4.5 months around that, not at home. I spent that time in and out of hospitalization and residential treatment for anorexia. And yeah, and as you can probably guess, since I started with that, that's where I was this time during this break. I luckily managed to avoid residential treatment this time. Just did some inpatient and then some partial, and then IOP, and now I'm with an outpatient team. But yeah, that's what's been going on. And I've been really hesitant to share anything about that on this channel. You know, I've shared it on my personal Instagram about what I've been going through, but I've been afraid to share it on this channel just because there's this stigma around mental health in general, but I think specifically around eating disorders. And I guess I was just afraid to open myself up to, I don't know, I guess that level of intimacy with you guys, even though I love you guys as viewers completely and totally, but sharing that is a lot more challenging than sharing the physical limitations I've had to overcome with my medical issues. And it shouldn't be that way. It should be that my mental issues and my medical issues are the same all around, that they should be shared just as openly as the other, and there shouldn't really be a difference in my feelings for sharing that. But there is, because there is a stigmatization around mental health, and even though it's a lot better than it has been in the past, it's still not great, and it's very frightening to be honest about that. And, you know, not only have I been in treatment for anorexia, but in the past I've been hospitalized for major depressive disorder and things that have occurred because of that mental disorder. I've been in and out of treatment since I was about 14 years old for depression, anxiety, anorexia, all that jazzy jazz. And I've never shared anything about that because I really didn't want, I guess I didn't want any of it to be true. I guess I didn't want to be honest about it because I wanted to pretend that it wasn't there. I wanted to pretend that I was just this normal, happy girl who, yeah, has some medical issues, but is kicking ass in spite of that, when in fact I've been struggling very hard throughout the entirety of this channel's life. And in fact, every single channel that I've had during the time that they have been active, I've been struggling. My whole life I've been struggling. And coming to terms with that and being open and honest and sharing that in a public setting as opposed to a private setting like in therapy, they're two completely different things, and it's a lot more challenging and frightening, and that's why it's taken so long for me to say anything on this channel about what I've been going through. I know that I wouldn't have been openly judged, but there's always that fear of people's opinions of me changing and them seeing me as, I don't know, someone different than I am, or I don't know, just everybody looking back at my videos with this different lens over it. And I know that that lens is the truth. You know, you can tell in some videos that I'm really not there, that, you know, there's some videos where I really am just trying to mask what's going on just beneath the surface. And I guess I really didn't want to open myself up for people to see the truth. I wanted to play pretend, and I know that that's a little bit childish, but this was the only place left that I could kind of pretend that I was normal. And that was important to me. I wish it wasn't, but it was. And I know that there is no real normal out there, that normal doesn't exist. But as someone that does have perfectionism, and with anorexia comes perfectionism, you convince yourself that there is this normal, that there is this achievable level of normal that you should be, that everyone else is, but you're not, and that you're failing. And I've just felt like I've been failing, and I didn't want to come on here and admit that I've been failing, and that's the hardest thing. This is the hardest thing, and I've been trying to psych myself up to make a video addressing this, but it's hard. Every time I sit down and I begin a video, I get so discouraged and afraid and judgmental of myself. But, you know, I've always been judgmental of myself. That comes along with the slew of mental issues that I've been dealing with. But it's more challenging in this setting, talking about the truth, to not want it to be perfect, to not want it to be this perfect sentiment about what's been going on. I want it to be coherent. I want it to not be repetitive. I want it to be short and sweet, and all of these things that are really impossible for you to push out when you're trying to sit down and make an honest video. And so I guess that now I've just kind of accepted that this video, the next video, this video they're watching now that I post on my channel, is just going to be me being honest. And it's taken a lot of psyching up to do that. And I have now. And I'm glad for it, but this is very scary. And the next part of this is even scarier, because I'm not sure about the fate of this channel, but I am leaning towards ending this channel. And I'm not going to take down any of the videos. I don't believe in doing that. You can tell that I don't believe in doing that if you go back and look at the previous channels that I've held throughout my life. You will see some of the cringiest stuff, as you can take testament to of the very first video that I posted on this channel. So I won't be taking down this channel, but I do believe that I'm going to be moving on past this channel. And I don't know if that means making another one. I don't know if that means completely abandoning this site and not doing anything further. I really just don't know. It's challenging because this site in of itself kind of reinforces certain ideas and behaviors in my mind. The perfectionistic qualities definitely are stronger when I'm working on a video, and it makes it very hard for me to be sincere. It makes it very hard for me to get anything else done because I'm working so hard on trying to make this perfect video. And then the depression hits when I realize it'll never be perfect, so then I just end up posting something that's whatever, that it's the best that I can do. And I'm never satisfied, and I think that I need to take a break definitely. That's 100% a definite. I need to take a break from this platform. I don't know for how long. It may be an indefinite break, but I definitely need a break. And I've been taking a break, but now I think that I need to take a break and really think about what I want, how I can get what I want, and still work on my recovery, because I don't want to set myself up to be in a situation where everything comes back full force, because when you're uploading videos of yourself onto the internet, you want to look your best. And in my messed up mind, the best is very unhealthy. And I have a lot of work to do, even though I'm not currently in specialized anorexia treatment. I'm not fully recovered. Full 100% recovery is an impossibility. You're going to be struggling with this. I'm going to be struggling with this for my whole life. I made the mistake my first time in treatment when I got through it, believing that I would never deal with this again, that it was just gone. But it wasn't. It was still very much there and active, even though I had gained weight and was a healthy weight by the time I had finished treatment. I was still messed up in the head. And I'm always going to be messed up in the head. It's just who I am. No amount of medication or therapy is going to change the fact that I've dealt with things that make a person messed up in the head. That's my poetic way of putting it. But I need to take some time and really evaluate my options here, really try and figure out what I want, what I need, what I want, what's best for me, and how I can achieve that while not putting myself at risk for a relapse, because I don't want to do that. Even though there's still a small part of me that does want that, I know that me, who I am, Autumn, does not want that. The eating disorder and the depression wants that, but I don't. So I really need to take some time and figure out what's next for me. And I want to thank you guys for being there for me through everything, and for just being so supportive of me and always leaving such kind comments. They have meant a lot. And I wish that I could say that I could continue with this channel and not be a danger to my recovery, but I don't think that that's true. I think that if I am going to continue with YouTube, that I need to start fresh. I need a clean slate, and I need to be honest from the beginning. And this is the first step. So again, I just want to reiterate my thanks for all of you through the years I've been on this channel, for sticking through it with me, and for just being an amazing, I don't want to say fan base, because it's a very small community that we have here on the AutumnSkylarSings channel, but whatever you want to call it, it's meant a lot to me, and it's been very helpful to me in the hardest of times. And I wish it had been enough to keep me from relapsing, but that's not your guys' job. And to prevent myself from relapsing, need to really have I'm trying to think about the best way to articulate what I'm thinking in my head right now. But the best way for me to avoid a relapse is to solidify a plan, and to not just rush right in to either returning to this channel and posting videos, or beginning a new channel and just throwing videos out there. I really need to make a plan, and I need to think about the pros and the cons. I really need to weigh my options here and really just ensure that even if there's the beginnings of a relapse, that I have ways of not letting it get to the point that it did this time and that it did last time. And I need to work on my honesty. I need to work on being as open as I can be on whatever channel I choose to go forward with. Because I love watching YouTubers that are honest, and I haven't been. In some ways I have, but there's been a lot that I've hidden, and there are some things that I'm going to keep hidden, probably for the rest of my life, but that's just human nature, and that's just how it is. So for now, I bid thee adieu, and I really do hope to see you guys soon. I hope that I can solidify the next step sooner rather than later, and I hope that you guys, if I do continue on with my journey on YouTube, I hope that you guys will follow me on whatever channel that may be. And whenever I may decide to post, it may not be just singing videos, it may be something else. I don't know. I need to really think about it and have a concrete idea of what I am going to post and the response that I want to get and how I will get that. And I need to work on networking and I need to work on both putting pressure on myself and not putting too much pressure on myself. I need to find a happy medium. You know, I'm a Libra, so it's all about balance, and I need to really work on finding balance and figuring out if I can find a happy medium on this platform. And I hope that if I can find that you guys will follow me. And you know, I love all of you guys, and it's just meant the world to me that 400 plus people decided to share in my journey with me. So I hope to see you guys again soon, and yeah, just thank you. I'll see you guys again. I'll see you guys again. May not be this year, it may not be next year, and it may not even be on this platform, I don't know. But I'll see you guys again.